Mr. Trump, what's your favorite thing to order at McDonald's?
I like it all. I listened to Kamala. She said it was so hot.
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
Are you going to put this on your resume?
I never worked here.
Meanwhile,
That man's never punched a clock in his life. He's never wiped down a table in his life. He's never had to fix his own car. He's never struggled to make ends meet. He does not know what it means to check your paycheck every week and see what you've got left.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about base Donald Trump. This guy is so freaking hilarious. This may be the biggest stunt that he's pulled in his campaign in the entire history of his campaign, because he went to McDonald's. Okay, you saw the intro, and a lot of y'all already know that he was going to McDonald's. He's been talking about this for like, I think, months at this point, because Kamala Harris is falsely claiming that she worked at McDonald's, something that nobody, including Kamala Harris, can prove. Anytime that the Democrats obviously can prove something, they'll do it to make obviously Trump look stupid and say Trump is lies, he makes stuff up, so forth. So if Kamala could prove that she worked at McDonald's, she obviously would. She hasn't. Nobody's been able to confirm that she's ever worked at McDonald's, and a lot of people have asked because they either have, one, the intent of shutting Trump down, or two, the intent of making Kamala look stupid. And since nobody can confirm that she's ever worked at McDonald's, it would seem that Kamala Harris is on the losing end yet again.
The fact that Mr. President rushed here from a McDonald's in suburban Philadelphia. Okay, you were there for a full hour flipping burgers,
We
the
were
fryer?
there for a while, mostly fries. We didn't get into that. We'll have to come back for the burgers, I think, but mostly fries. And we had a tremendous crowd circling the McDonald's, and the people were great.
So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the footage prior to the meltdowns, because these people are coping and seething, as you can tell by the intro of this video, at Donald Trump going and working at this McDonald's, as if he cannot possibly even attempt, or he should not attempt, to resonate with the everyday people at all, just because the Democrats want you to believe that he has nothing to do with everyday people and he's never worked hard a day in his life.
I'm looking for a job, and I've always wanted to work at McDonald's. I never did. I'm running against somebody that said she did, but it turned out to be a totally phony story. So,
President Trump! Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody. I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody. Look at all the fake news of it.
but I do like the French fries where I'll be working. I listened to Kamala. She said it was so hot. It was so hot. It was such a tough job. But don't you have a man that's been doing it for many years with the French fries, right?
I want to learn everything.
We're going to see. I'm going to learn how to do it right now. Thank you.
Welcome here.
I love McDonald's. I love jobs. I like to see good jobs. And I think it's inappropriate when somebody puts down all over the place that she worked at McDonald's. It was a big part of her resume that she worked at McDonald's, how tough a job it was. She specifically worked at the French fry, where they make the French fries, and she talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's. McDonald's just confirmed that again, by the way. She never worked at McDonald's.
Very good. Right there, right there. Got it.
Yeah.
Have you put that right far right, hang it right up there.
Yeah.
And then you want to do the salt over here?
Yeah.
I did these ones already, they're good. You just got to
Okay.
do that one right there. So grab that.
Let me give them extra salt.
No, no. Yep. Oh, yep, good.
Okay.
Right there. And then we're going to grab the fry scoop right here.
Right.
Put it into there and just give them a twirl that way.
Okay, where's the little thing?
Medium fry carton right here, sides, and then bottom.
You never even touch it, huh?
Exactly.
Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody. This is not a normal situation, is it, huh? How are you? What a good-looking family. How did you produce those good-looking kids? Give me, oh, they look like the wife. They look like the wife. How are you? Nice to see you. That's great. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. And there'll be no charge. Trump is paying for it. Is that okay? Oh, you're going to some extra stuff.
Oh, okay,
This is all on Trump.
Oh, all of Trump.
I'm allowed to do that, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Mr. President, you actually have worked at McDonald's now versus...
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala. Okay, she never worked here. I've now worked 15 minutes more than Kamala, so it's good. Worked at McDonald's. I'm going to say, because she's lying Kamala, that's why. Why would she lie? She shouldn't lie about it. McDonald's confirmed 4 times now she never worked here.
Now, guys, I mean, hello. Obviously, this is a campaign event. Like, he's not doing the work for real. Like, he's not an employee. It's just for publicity to bring to light the fact that Kamala Harris is a liar, to somewhat resonate with people, right? To get his face more out there with everyday working people that feel like they're effectively left behind. Like, obviously he's not a McDonald's worker. He's planning on being the president of the damn United States, and he has been the president of the United States. Like, some of these guys gotta wake up. Like, hey, that's just a staged event. Like, yes, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, now of course the fake news is melting down about this. MSDNC in particular is really raging out about this, and I'm sure that they're going to come out with plenty more commentary where they're raging out about it. But before we get to them, I want to show you guys a further extended portion of this clip that I played at the beginning of this video. AOC having her little meltdown, trying to imply that Donald Trump is just out of touch with society and that he's never bust a table in his life, so on and so forth. Take a look.
And so when we see people doing things like that, we see Elon Musk coming in here. I mean, we got to talk about what this guy's doing, right? He's not only just dumping millions and millions of dollars here in the state of Pennsylvania, acting like he's from here, acting like he knows what Pennsylvania is about. It's not just what he's doing. He's doing these little, I don't know, these little contests where he's promising people $1 million, you know, in some kind of lottery giveaway if they sign up for his list. And I want us to put together what those two things are like. When you have a billionaire just dangling $1 million to those of us, and many of us, who are struggling to make ends meet if they dance for him. If you've got Donald Trump putting on a little McDonald's costume because he thinks that's what people do. They're not trying to empathize with us. They are making fun of us. They are making fun of us. Donald Trump thinks that people who work at McDonald's are a joke. Elon Musk thinks that dangling money in front of a working person is a cute thing to do when the election of our lives is before us. Because that's what people and billionaires like that do.
The thing I find ironic about stupid, dumb behind AOC, Miss Big Mouth, probably one of the dumbest, perhaps the dumbest congresswoman. Maybe if Kamala Harris was actually, you know, still in Congress, then she could give AOC a run for her money in terms of who is the dumbest congresswoman. But AOC is probably number one. If it was a contest, she would easily win it by a long shot because she always has the dumbest takes. This lady is trying to say, oh, you got guys like Trump and Elon Musk together, but who does the DNC have? You have the billionaire out in Chicago, Chicago governor. You got people like Oprah Winfrey coming out. You got a bunch of celebrities, George Clooney, Julia Roberts. You got all these different rappers and Lizzo and Usher. Like, you got all of these people, and you're trying to say that the Republicans have too many elites? Make it make sense. Anyway, guys, her foolishness and stupidity aside, I want to show you guys what MSDNC had to say about Trump, because they're extremely negative. No matter what, they always try to turn any positive into a negative. Take a look.
A fryer, apparently, before he goes to the Steelers versus Jets game.
I
I mean, if you're on his campaign, and I know you are certainly not, I'm not making any implication of that, but what is the logic behind this, going to a McDonald's? I mean, we know the guy likes Big Macs and filet of fish, and he's used the word love to describe the way he feels about the food there before. What? But what's this about?
There's no logic to it. It's a stunt. He has not put forth an economic agenda. He, as you know, appears to be not well, and he's engaged in some really bizarre types of activities during this campaign. So this is just another one of those stunts that he will continue on through the campaign. And I think that we need to really focus on making sure that he is not elected, of course, because he is a threat to our democracy.
Donald Trump has lied repeatedly, or rather accused Kamala Harris of lying repeatedly about working at a McDonald's way back in the day when she was younger. I mean, what's the point of that?
There is no point. And I have known the vice president for over 3 decades, and she tells the truth. And what does Donald Trump do? He's constantly telling lies about every single thing. And I'm confident that the voters understand that lies are not going to get him elected. We know who Donald Trump is. Just look at him and what he's doing. And is this presidential? I mean, this is not what the country needs in terms of the leader of the free world and in terms of a person who's going to ensure our national security and peace and security in the world. Come on, let's focus on getting people to the polls and winning this election and defeating Donald Trump.
I hope he doesn't get any grease on his crisp white shirt there. Anyway, all right.
This fool is also trying to imply that Trump is in too high of a position to work with these little peasants and peons. Like, what is this lady smoking? These people love to shoot themselves in the foot and hate on Trump no matter what. And it just makes them look foolish at the end of the day. Like, nobody cares that you guys have insane levels of Trump derangement. Maybe some of the radical leftists who just really hate Trump and don't care about moving the country forward. They just really, really love spending time as like a hobby hating Trump. Maybe that works for them, but for everyone else in the world who cares about their bottom line, who actually cares about closing this dang border down, who doesn't want to get drafted into war, especially us men out here, for the people who say that the men don't have anything where they have to sacrifice their bodies. Well, you literally are sacrificing your life a lot of the time when you get drafted into war, or if you're not drafted and you just agree to go to war, you could literally be killed at any time by any random event or occurrence. You never know when somebody's going to attack you. So I'd say it's pretty damn self-sacrificial to me. But anyway, guys, I love the fact that Trump did this. When I first saw this, I was laughing my ass off. I thought that it was brilliant. And I love the fact that he went there, learned how to do the job. He was humble. He wasn't just coming in there and just bullying and pushing everybody. These people love to act like Trump is just some a-hole just gonna come in there and just bulldoze through and spend 5 minutes in the place. He was in there for a significant period of time. I believe it was roughly about an hour. And I love the fact that he called out Kamala Harris and the fake news. And he offered the fake news like one fry.
Let's get them some French fries, okay? This is for the fake news. These guys don't get any. They're nice and warm and comfortable, right? All right, good. Give me a couple more on there. Oh, you're very stingy with that product. Look at that. She's a good worker. You want to have, that's the kind of people you want to have work. She gave him one French fry for 30 reporters outside.
This guy's hilarious, and this is just the type of vibe and tempo that we need. He's a guy who's obviously very serious about his job, and he also wants to break things up with a little bit of humor here and there. And yes, he pulled a nice big stunt here. Kamala Harris is just mad that she doesn't have the creativity, much less the balls, the cojones, to pull off anything like this. And I think MSDNC and AOC are just jealous, as if you could try to turn some of these big things that Trump does into some sort of negatives. It's not gonna work, guys. If anything, it just makes you look like hating losers, okay? It makes you look like me. To go ahead and keep on sipping on some haterade, because it's not working. You guys are failing miserably, and I can't wait. We're literally like maybe 2 weeks away from doomsday for the radical left. I'm counting down the days. I hope everybody's getting out and voting early, okay? Because Donald Trump is sure as hell earned it at this point, in my humble opinion. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
I like this show. I think I might come back and do it again.
Thank you.
Look at that.